There is an idea of the top, a middle job, as like a conduit. You know, my responsibility is to pass this on, connect up everybody, and like you're going back and forth or up and down, and you know, you're getting crunched to different directions. Osher also says is like, okay, positionally you're in the middle of these relationships, different demands, and actually that is part of your job, trying to connect things up. But know when you should be top when you can. And if stuff's coming down from the top, sometimes it ain't going to play out the way that the tops think it is. And at that point, sorry, that's a difficult, but you need to know when you can take responsibility. And he has his little imaginary conversation, which is a door A middle goes to a door B middle, says, we can't possibly do that and be top, because we haven't got permission, so we need to go back to the top to ask and check it all out. Well, if you know the top's burdened, that could just increase the burden on the top. And so his question is, know when you should take the lead and be top on something. And sometimes that's going to cost you. In terms of a door A top may want you to come for everything. But it may be in the interest of the system that you have to take a risk and say, well, actually, this isn't about rebellion or just acting outside of procedures. But it's just, like, I should be able to do this. So that's that. The other thing is, number 3 is be bottom when you should. It's like this. Sorry, this is the other point. Stuff coming down from the top, it doesn't always play out. I mean, there are some sociopathic tops. There are a few and far between. Most tops are well-intentioned. But they don't have full system sight. And middle perspective is valuable. And because the tendency is to lose our independence of thought and action, we doubt our own capability. And because it is confusing and it can be weak, our self-confidence can be down. But actually, there are times when we should be a full stop when we're in the middle and say, actually, this shouldn't go ahead. Does that make... the last thing is, the other two are coaches. We should be... Sometimes we ought to think of our role as coaching tops and coaching bottoms. We don't have to take everything on ourselves. Sometimes, you know, it may be better for tops to actually talk directly to bottoms on some things. And we shouldn't just slide in the middle. Some issues, bottoms, we perhaps enable a forum and coach people to come to conversation, but the communication should be more direct. And we should look at our role as facilitative as well as just doing. And then lastly, to sort of try and remember that sort of mental sense that actually where everybody else says it's our responsibility, maybe it isn't quite, and just how do we have that sort of distance.